Coffin Road presents Dead and Gone by Ambrose Bierce. Narrated by Ryan Marshall. On the morning of the 14th day of August, 1872, George J. Reed, a young man of 21 years living at Xenia, Ohio, fell while walking across the dining room in his father's house. The family consisted of his father, mother, 2 sisters, and a cousin, a boy of 15. All were present at the breakfast table. George entered the room, but instead of taking his accustomed seat near the door by which he had entered, passed it and went obliquely toward one of the windows, with what purpose no one knows. He had passed the table but a few steps when he fell heavily to the floor and did not again breathe. The body was carried into a bedroom and, after vain efforts at resuscitation by the stricken family, left lying on the bed with composed limbs and covered face. In the meantime, the boy had been hastily dispatched for a physician, who arrived some 20 minutes after the death. He afterward remembered, as an uncommon circumstance, that when he arrived, the weeping relations, father, mother, and 2 sisters, were all in the room out of which the bedroom door opened, and that the door was closed. There was no other door to the bedroom. This door was at once opened by the father of the deceased, and as the physician passed through it, he observed the dead man's clothing lying in a heap on the floor. He saw, too, the outlines of the body under the sheet that had been thrown over it, and the profile was plainly discernible under the face-cloth, clear-cut and sharp, as profiles of the dead seem always to be. He approached and lifted the cloth. There was nothing there. He pulled away the sheet. Nothing. The family had followed him into the room. At this astonishing discovery, if so it may be called, they looked at one another, at the physician, at the bed, in speechless amazement, forgetting to weep. A moment later, the 3 ladies required the physician's care. The father's condition was but little better. He stood in a stupor, muttering inarticulately and staring like an idiot. Having restored the ladies to a sense of their surroundings, the physician went to the window, the only one the room had, opening upon a garden. It was locked on the inside with the usual fastening attached to the bottom bar of the upper sash and engaging with the lower. No inquest was held. There was nothing to hold it on. But the physician and many others who were curious as to this occurrence made the most searching investigation into all the circumstances, all without result. George Reed was dead and gone, and that is all that is known to this day. Thank you for listening to this Coffin Road production of Dead and Gone by Ambrose Bierce. Narrated and produced by Ryan Marshall. Theme music composed by Andrei Sitkov. For more horror and weird fiction audiobooks, please visit coffinroad.bandcamp.com. Recorded and published in Canada. Production copyright 2023, Coffin Road. All rights reserved. Thank you once again for listening to Coffin Road.